Hello, welcome, I'm Jack Launches, and this is a head-to-head comparison between generic SEO and advanced SEO. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to replicate the experience that a lot of people have had using free ChatGPT on the left-hand side versus what I would consider to be the most advanced and more intelligent SEO with that is evidence-based. So we're going to be using a more advanced model. We're going to be using Codex, and we're going to be using the on-page SEO connector. So everything to put it on the advantage on the right. And we're going to go and do a head-to-head. So we're going to type in the exact same prompt on both sides. We're going to ask it to give us some SEO help for a website that I picked, HTML2.2ZPL. It's not ranking well on Google. Can you perform an SEO audit? Provide ranking suggestions. Let's go. Put this one here, put this one here, and let's take a look at the results. So now we have the results of our queries. Let's dive into them. So on the left-hand side, we have the generic one, which looked at the site. It said, gave it some good feedback, like what's working well. It's very encouraging. But the biggest SEO problem. So the site itself has little topical depth. Most pages are documents, examples, demos, Google rewards clusters. This is true. But it's essentially saying you need to have more pages on the website instead of focusing in on why it's not ranking, right? So there's actually a thing inside Google where smaller websites actually get a boost. There's actually a ranking factor called small website boost, I think, or topical. Like there's a boost for smaller websites. I covered in the Google leak. And specifically, if you have a small website, it can rank. You don't necessarily need to add more pages. In fact, if you go from a small website to a larger website and you're not adding quality, sometimes you can actually see a dip. So here is what it's actually recommending is just to start adding a whole bunch of pages. Missing a whole bunch of commercial intent pages. It says, look, add pages like this. Now this is not bad. It's not bad advice, but what they're saying won't necessarily solve the problem of that page not ranking. So what we're looking for is how to rank the website and the page that we're talking about better. Document pages canalize themselves. I don't think it necessarily checked because not necessarily. If there's a rel canonical, it'll be perfectly fine, or a redirect. Weak metadata optimization, that's true, but not. Your titles are functional but not competitive. Okay, well that's okay. That's fine, but it's not optimized for clicks. It's saying higher click-through rate titles. Yeah, okay, that's actually it's a valid thing. Missing comparison pages and alternative pages. Once again, it's just telling me to create more pages. It's just saying you need more EEAT signals, which is very generic advice. It's saying add structure data. Okay, perfect. But the structured data, it says add software, product, FAQ, how to, breadcrumb, and API. Okay, this is good. I don't necessarily think it needs the FAQ anymore, but it is good. Improve internal linking. Okay, every single page should link to demos, this. Okay. Programmatic SEO pages. So it wants me to basically spam pages and auto-generate a whole bunch of pages. So not necessarily the best. Improve content freshness. This is not relevant. Keyword opportunities. Oh, it wants me to target more keywords. So it wants me to create more pages. Need more landing pages. So far, the generic response has been just create more pages, more programmatic pages. I'm scrolling through and it's just saying you just need to create a whole bunch of more. You need to create more pages if you want to improve your website. Essentially, that's what it's saying. Now, let's dive into the actual audit. And here it actually audited. It used the On-Page MCP and it scanned it and it did a full a scoring and looked at entities, looked at competitors, looked at everything else. It gave it an under-optimized score of 48 out of 100, which means, or the reason for that is because the page is clear, but the content is much too thin compared to the competitors. So you're not hitting a lot of the entities and relevance indicators that are supposed to be on the page. So, for instance, they're saying that most pages that are ranking or most websites that are ranking number one are going to be leaning towards these things. They're saying that the scan found 139 words, 0 H2s, and 33 recognized entities versus the page one or like a page one average, or what's ranking on number one, which is 150. So essentially we have a third of the entities. You can see it right here, entity count, we're way below what we need to be. We're missing an H2 and we are way below in terms of word count. Now it's saying pick what you want to rank for the for your main keyword. And then it says you need to add H2. So you want to add these H2 subheadlines, which will both give you relevance and also will help fill out the page. So these are actually decent suggestions that you could add to the page in order to improve the rankings. So far on the left, they said just add extra pages and extra content. Here they're saying exactly specifically what to do in order to improve the page that we're, website or the homepage that we're looking for. It's saying specifically these are the missing entities. So these are entities that the competitors have that we are not using. So things like conversion, developers, tools, PNGs. These are the specific words that need to be on the page. Now it's saying adjust the H1 only if it remains the homepage remains the target. So it also provided an optimized title, but this one did as well. Now add structured data. So this is really interesting. Here, it said to add structured data. Let's go scroll back down. Somewhere it said to add structured data. Yeah, cool. Here it said to add structured data, but it just threw everything everything in terms of structured data. Here it said that it looked at all the competitors and it said the competitors use this exact structured data right here, right? So it said they use web page, software application, website, organization, and sometimes software source code as the structured data. Here they just kind of listed random and generic substructured data. That's kind of like the difference where here it's just, yeah, you could do this. And here is, look, we looked at the competitors and we saw that they're all using this. So things like software source code as structured data is something that it's not even mentioned here, right? It's not mentioned software source code, but that is one specific structured data that you would want to add. And you're only going to learn that and know that if you're using, something like Codex with the On-Page MCP. This is the advanced intelligence, and that's why we're calling it evidence-based SEO now. So in terms of internal linking, this is also kind of a difference, because here it said, look, that is actually a perfect thing. So it's here, improve internal linking. You should link with every doc page and tutorial page. Just link everything, right? So that is true. However, here the scan suggested these specific pages. It says you need to get links from this page, and this page, because these are the most relevant ones. And it also wants you to add them within the contextual body. So it says, look, not only do you, here it actually says just put it somewhere in the footer or put it anywhere on the page. Here it says you need to put in the main content and then use these specific anchor text when you're linking them within the main content. So it knows that like these are going to be entities and also target phrases to the main site, as opposed to here, this is what I would consider generic SEO advice. Just add internal links. Here, this is put internal links on this page, using this phrase, and you put it in the main content. And that's the difference. That's just like generic, do exactly this and you're going to get the results. And that's why there's that is the major difference. And it's, of course, technical cleanup here, and then it'll say, look, priority order, and we could go more in depth into that. So if I want, I'm actually going to even throw in a quick bonus. I put it and I ran it through Claude Code. If anyone is curious, we ran it through Claude Code, and it's probably going to find very similar things. It says under optimize. It's saying that we have our word count is thin, 139 compared to the average. We have no H2s like we just saw, and it's going to look at the entity count, 33, and it's going to say, look, we're under what we need to be. And it actually knows that the fix isn't just writing more words, right? It's saying don't do that. Instead, we want to have the H2s, and it's suggesting specific H2s based on entities. So it's looking at the competitors and the entities that they're using and saying, look, all these competitors are using the word barcode and they're ranking. It's importance 10. You should be using it. They're all using the word image and you aren't using it once. So you could see it says the importance level of the entities, listing them right here, saying how many times you use them, and it's showing you exactly the competitors where they're using them exactly that. So this is kind of like drastically different than what we get here, where it's just like add more pages. And adding more pages is actually the wrong suggestion. It's the wrong thing, and add internal links. Here it's saying exactly what you need to do. Same thing here in terms of structured data. We just saw this. It's saying, look, add exactly this one. All the top 3 competitors, they're all using this, and this. Like, you probably want to use it too if all the top 3 ranking competitors are using it. And then it's same thing. So hopefully that kind of shows a left and right comparison. Let's do one more in case you're curious. Example number 2, I found a local plumber and we're pretending to be that plumber and we really want to rank for this page. This would be the kind of one of our money pages where we want to rank for a specific keyword on that specific page, air conditioning repair. It's not ranking as well as it should. Can provide SEO advice and so the page could rank better. So let's once again put that one out, and see the results of for the suggestions for that specific page. Looking at the results right now, on the left hand side we have the instant response, and on the right we have the more advanced response. So here, let's dive into it. Once again, they audited the page, great. And here it is, the targeting keyword is too diluted. Okay, so your page targets all these keywords at once, which, I mean, we're talking about air conditioning repair, yeah. So now a clear commercial intent alignment. So that's true. So it's the advice here is not bad. It is true that Google will prefer to have one topical focus. It's actually something that they specifically look at. And the competitors were creating pages such as, okay, meanwhile. So the recommendation number 1 is you should change your H1 to something like air conditioning repair in Montreal. It's very, 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 very generic. I wouldn't necessarily just have to have that, but it's not the end of the world. Or this is better. Okay, 24/7 air conditioning repairing services in Montreal. Yeah, okay. So title tag. I thought that's what we just did. We just did H1. Okay. So they're recommending the keyword stuff here. So typical keyword stuffing where you have like keyword here, air conditioner, and then another keyword here, which I actually think is bad advice. You don't want to just keyword stuff your title. So that's, I would say don't do this. Needs a rewrite, major content problem, over generic. Okay. So it's not telling me content you actually need. Okay. Okay. This is not bad. Okay, it's saying we should have an emergency repair, conditioning repair. Okay, sure. Should say the brands that we repair. Yeah, that's okay. And once again, it's saying internal linking is weak, but I don't think it checked. We need supporting pages linking into this page. It's the same thing as it did before, where it's telling us we need internal links, but just saying it's not telling us where or what. Okay, we need separate pages. Once again, it wants us to just create more pages for every single thing. So say the same advice, same generic advice. It says, okay, well, you need to change your title. You want to over optimize your title. Actually, you want to create internal links and you want to add more pages, and you want to do EEAT again. Once again, that makes me laugh. Look, it's the same advice, same generic advice over and over again. And then we're likely missing structured data, and it's saying, oh, huge opportunity to add an FAQ section. But Google is currently toning down the FAQs, actually removing the FAQ schema. And when you add an FAQ on every single page, you actually run into a penalty for your pages. They don't write, like the FAQ doesn't list, and you run into issues. So this is actually bad advice for today. Okay. All right, so this is what I mean by generic SEO advice. It's the same thing repeated over and over again. They're like internal links and this. Now on the right, we have an audit. It's saying that it's actually scored 52 out of 100. It says that, all right, our word count is 990 compared to the average 2,543.5. So it's a bit thin. The H2, we actually have half of what the competitors have, and the entities, we also were almost at half of what the competitors have. Specifically, it says the fix is not to add more words, but to add the more like the specific repair specific entities, right? So we want to rank for, on this page, we want to rank for air conditioning repair. So we want to add these specific entities that we found all the competitors are using in order to boost the page's ranking. So that is just that alone is a major issue, major difference, where it says, look, we want to use AC and we want to use it in the right context. Because right now the word AC is on the page, but it was not in the same context as the pages that are ranking. So it knows, because entities could be mean multiple things. Like you could have a party of 5, you could have a political party, you could be having a party. The word party itself needs to be surrounded by different words in order to adopt a different meaning and so forth and be within context. So this looks at the context as well, and is saying that the word AC is on the page, but maybe it needs to be surrounded by a different type of context. All right, so it says you want to add these specific entities. Then what you want to do, okay, you want to retarget the page around repair intent. So yeah, this is what we were talking about, similar to the other one. Now it's saying, look, this is a specific H2 you want to add where it uses entities, and we'll break down exactly our repair process. And then it's saying, okay, cool. Oh, yeah, this is the exact thing we want to add. Okay, it wants to build trust. So it's actually telling us what it wants to build this trust with. So this is once again EAT, but it's saying exactly what. And it's saying, look, the competitors are heavily using schema. They're using this specific schema. So they're using postal address, organization, aggregate, review, add HVAC business, local, these specific schemas and opening hours and so forth for air conditioning specific, because the competitors are using these exact things. So it's also saying, obviously, fix quality issues. So these are the evidence-based SEO suggestions versus the generic suggestions. And if I go here, it'll be in Claude Code, it'll be probably something very similar. So it's saying, look, we're low, we're not optimized as well we should. It actually looked at the Google categories and it said that everything is solid. So all the pages that we scan, the competitors are all landing in a home and garden / HVAC control / air conditioners category. And this is exactly this used the on-page scan to determine the Google category of the competitors and the page, and everything's good. But it's saying, once again, this is it's not targeting it enough. And here is going to be the entities that you want to use. Your repair mentions a typo, missing high value technical entities. You're using troubleshooting 0 times. It's an importance 10. You're missing inspection, efficiency, and so forth. It's saying that, and then it dives in, no local structured business data. This is exactly what the competitors are all using, and you are using it 0 times. And internal links, but they exist, but they're only in the nav. So this is kind of another thing. It went in and checked the actual recommended internal linking pages, and it says, look, you're only linking the navigation, but what you want to do is you want to link within the main content on these specific pages. So that is kind of like a comparison of generic, just do the same thing, do this, versus the actual actionable content. And then what you could even do is you could just ask the AI to go do it on your behalf. And in case you're curious, I use this is going to be the ChatGPT generic. This is going to be Claude Code and Codex, and using the On-Page MCP connector, which gives it all the insights of entity. It gives it the categorization, the Google categorization. It gives it the benchmarks. It compares all the competitors and gives you the data that you could use to improve your webpage and get evidence-based SEO. So hope you guys enjoy this. I will talk to you soon.